Hi everyone, it's Lehman with Lace Covered Skies and Enchanted Paper Cottage over on TikTok. I am here today to do some testing of the stencils that I got from Temu. And you can see the Temu haul if you're curious about everything that I got a few videos back, and I will also try to link it down below. So I got all of these stencils right here. We will be using avocado dye to spray in between the stencils or through the stencils and dyeing these papers right here. But before I get started, I wanted to let you know that Temu did give me a coupon code for you guys. So for all new users, you can get 50% off your entire order, and they always have free shipping and free returns. So I will also have that information linked down below. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. And yeah, so I'll link these stencils down below, but I'll also link everything that I got from Temu this last time in the description box as well. All right. So if you saw in my unboxing video, the stencils that I got are really big. So what I want to do in this video is trim them down first and show you my idea for using them so that you can see what I'm doing with these huge stencils. And we'll see how it turns out. This paper right here is part of my coffee dye stack of papers where I just kind of let some papers soak in the mess that happens when I coffee dye. So that's why some of it has some staining right here. But I will be avocado dyeing over, if there's something on there. But first, I am going to measure these these stencils with these papers. And I'm basically just going to, I'm trying to decide if I should use my paper cutter to cut these stencils, at least the ones that will fit into here. And I think I will use them because this blade is old. So let's see. Let's say I'm going to this. Let me see if there's like a better spot. Sorry for the glare. There's not really a better spot, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it wherever it's landing. Let's see if it'll cut through this. Okay. I think that's fine. It's a tiny bit smaller. And let's see what happens here. That is kind of a terrible noise. All right, so now I have this piece right here, which I definitely will use, and this piece right here. So let's just go ahead and hack away, for lack of a better word. All right, this, I want to keep it long. So I think I'll just cut down this way. And I left my scissors on the other tables. I'm going to go grab them really quick. It's just right over here. And we're going to go ahead and cut this. I think it's the same thing on both sides, right? So I'm just going to cut down. I'm not a big fan of this part. Well, I'll just leave it. So I'm just going to cut very crookedly, probably, because if you guys watch my videos a lot, I'm really not great at cutting straight. All right, so we have this piece and this piece. All right, now we have this stencil right here. It's such a pretty stencil. I'm not sure what I want to do, because I could cut it this way, like just literally cut it in half, or I could cut it the long way. But I really like the draping of this, so we're going to cut it in half this way. Now this stencil is very thin, so I hope it does okay in this paper cutter. Let me actually come from this direction. And that sounded terrible. All right, let me just clean it up here. Okay. And this is only going to be good for coffee dyeing now because it's very loose. And these are very thin as it is. All right, now for this one, let's see. I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut down this way. Just cut straight down. Like that, and then I'm just gonna go over here so that we have this piece, and then we have this piece, and we'll see what happens with that. And then for this one, I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know what, it's also very thin, so I'm just gonna leave this one. It's not gonna fit in my tray, but I'll see if I want to use that for something else. All right, now this, I think we'll just go like that. Okay, let's hope this does okay. Yeah, all right. Crisis averted. I almost spilled my avocado dye. All right. I have my tray here. This is the tray I use for my stencil dyeing. Let's see. Okay. I've done this many times. So let me just show you. I just took, every time I eat avocado, I wash the skin really well and the seed. Sometimes I don't even save the seed because it takes up a lot of room. But I definitely save the skin or the peel of the avocado, and I just put it into a Ziploc bag and just keep adding to that Ziploc bag that stays in my freezer all the time. Then today I wanted to make some avocado dye, so I took out 4 pieces, so 4/4 of the peel from an avocado. So basically the peel of one avocado, put some water in, and I boiled it until it became this color here. You probably can't really see it that well. And then I take my little bottle and pour it in here, and then we're going to use this to spray. The most important thing about this technique is that you have to have a spray bottle that has a very fine mist, or else it doesn't work. like it will turn the it won't leave a very clear design. All right, so I'm going to put gloves on. I don't really need to put gloves on because it's avocado dye and it's not acidic like coffee, but I'm just going to do it because I'm filming and it might get really messy. All right, then I lay down a fresh sheet of paper. And then on top of that fresh sheet of paper, I lay down a stencil. And then let's go ahead and spray. Now, this is looking very light, but I did this last time and the coffee dye actually, the avocado dye actually is very pigmented on the paper. So it turns out to be a very pretty color. I will be coming back in the next video. Look at how pretty that looks. I always feel like I come off like I'm exaggerating, but that is really pretty, right? What do you guys think? It's such a nice soft pink. Once it dries, the pink does get darker, but I think that's just so pretty. All right, let's continue on. So after I spray the stencil, you saw that I put down a fresh sheet. Now on top of that fresh sheet that has the design on it, I'm putting another fresh sheet. And then we'll go ahead and continue on. Avocado dye is so much less expensive than coffee dye in my opinion, if you eat avocados anyway. All right, now I think I'm gonna veer towards the edge so it's not such a harsh cutoff. So I'm gonna put the edge of it over here. Get my next sheet of paper ready to put over the top. And put this over the top. Wow, that's really pretty. And then we're going to take another fresh sheet. This is one of the dyes that came in that unboxing. So I'm going to try this one now. I didn't cut it today because it's the right size. I think this is like my favorite stencil. Let's see how it ends up working out, but I thought the design was just so unique and delicate. All right, let's keep on going. So this one that is a corner piece here. So pretty. The weather is very hot here, so this is gonna dry really quick. And I can't wait to see like the final result when it fully dries. I'm gonna spray the edges a little bit just to, this pink is just so pretty. All right, then we're gonna try this little corner here. And you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and put another little piece. Actually, it might be interesting to put these two together. I think. Hopefully it won't look weird. I think I'll just leave this like this. All right. Now, since we only have, this is kind of long for this, hopefully, I'll do that at the end. Let's see, how is this gonna work here? Let me go ahead and do this one over the top of this, but I'm not gonna spray on this side because I ran out of white paper. We're gonna do graph paper. I do want more white paper so we can see the design, but it's okay. We'll just go with the graph paper for now. So let me. So the graph paper looks like it's a little bit thicker. It doesn't absorb as much. That's why we can't really see the design come through as well, I think. But this is an experiment, right? We'll see how that ends up working out. Now, because it didn't come through, I think I just want to spray this on top of that set without putting down a fresh sheet. So let's see how that works. I think this, is it coming through a little more clear? Can't quite tell. Let me kind of spray the edges, I think. And I know it's coming off very light on the video, I think. But once it dries, it really does get darker, because that's what I was worried about last time. But once it dried, it got, like, it became very much more developed. All right. I think I want to cut this one as well. Yeah, I'm going to cut this down this way. Get the next piece ready right here. Avocado dye is such a pretty color. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and put a fresh sheet. And then now we have this little piece right here, which can fit there, I guess, or let's see. Let me see how I want to configure this. I think I'm gonna separate this out like this. I think we'll do that. I like using the white paper better because you can see it develop right away. All right, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and put this right on top of it, like that, and just go for it again. All right, so there we completed all the new stencils that I'm going to use for coffee dye here. So I want to use up all of my avocado dye. So I'm going to get out my other stencils from before and continue on. So I'm reaching under my desk right here. All right, I'm gonna pick out my favorites and we'll just, let me see what paper I have around. I think I'm gonna tear from my notebook. Just tear a few pages from here. I wonder if I have my composition book down here. No. All right, we'll just use this notebook paper. All right, my hands are getting real sweaty here. I don't want to take too long doing this, but I think I want to take the edge off of this. And this will be nice to see how these notebook pages dye as well. I think they might do really well because they feel kind of thin. And I love the composition notebook paper because when it gets coffee dyed, it gets very, it is very thin, so it gets very crinkly. All right. I'm just not a fan I know I shouldn't straighten this out because it's going to cause it for the design to be off, but I do not like it when it buckles. All right, so let's just continue on. This is going to be, I'm just going to spray it over the parts that I like. Okay, this is a little bit funner because we can see the design develop through. I think I want to just add a little bit. And we'll go with this. And I think some of the leftover coffee dye will influence this avocado dye a little bit, which I don't mind at all. I'm kind of picking and choosing now. I don't want to do the stencils that I'm not absolutely in love with. Oh, I don't think we've tried this yet. I think I got this not in this last Temu haul, but in the other one. So this is going to be fun to see. They're roses. So let's see how these turn out. They're not the most sophisticated design, so it'll be really interesting to see how they turn out, because I don't think roses need to be an interesting or like a sophisticated design. It's still gonna look good, hopefully. Okay, here's this one. I love flowers and roses, as you guys know. So I'll be so excited if those stencils turn out really pretty. All right, I need more paper already. Let me see if I can do this with gloves on. All right. This right here is one of my favorite stencils. That's going to be pretty. I'm going to kind of veer this off to the bottom here where it didn't soak it up. And this right here is also one of my favorites. I love this delicate design. This is similar to the one that I cut earlier. It's just a smaller version. Okay. Now I am going to put this, just kind of stagger it so it's getting the part that wasn't covered. Right now it's getting to be late, so I'm not going to put this outside today, but I think tomorrow I'm going to set this outside, and then it should be dry within a few hours. It's been fairly hot here, like in the 90s, which is not very hot for California in the summer. This year has been a very cool summer. Like shockingly cool. It didn't get hot until about a month ago. Like I remember even like June 20th, it wasn't very hot. So it's been different. I'm wondering if it's going to be a later summer here. Like if the summer is going to go into October. But even then, like it has not hit the hundreds where I am, which is very rare for here. This one's also really pretty. All right, but I ran out of paper again, so I am going to stop the video here. In my next video, I will show you the results of these stencils, or of this avocado dyeing. And once again, if you liked the Temu stencils, they will be linked down below. And I will have that 50% off coupon code for you guys. So if you are interested, check out the description box. And if you have questions, let me know. In the next video, we'll see the results of this avocado dyeing. And I also found, in my last video, we were testing out stencils. I found the fourth one. So I want to try this out, and I'll let you guys know how it turns out. I think I was missing this one. Whoops, I was missing this one in the last video, and it's the top layer, which is the prettiest layer. These are just layered, so I'm really curious to see how this looks over the top. But we'll test this out next time, along with seeing the results of this session of avocado dyeing. But thank you so much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye everyone.